All right, let's get started. Hi, everyone. I'm Ken with Ken's Insurance Agency. Tonight's webinar is on homeowners insurance and auto insurance and the different variations of these. Um, and we'll be covering that. We'll be covering a way to basically get in touch with us to find out more information. We'll be discussing things like roadside assistance, um, and how that works both from your auto carrier as well as from the standpoint of specified companies. Let's get started with homeowners insurance. Um, a homeowner's policy can be anything from an actual homeowner's policy, which covers an actual home you're buying. The stipulation on this is if you're buying it, the mortgage has to be in your name, cannot be with an individual. It has to be filed with the city or the county to where basically it shows that it is your property and that you're buying it. Most individuals will not do this when they're selling you the property and you get a note with them. Um, if that's the case, then you go to the next homeowner's type of policy, which is a renter's policy. The plus in the instance where you're buying the home, but you're buying it from an individual and you're paying the individual the note, is if you get a renter's policy, once you get the note paid off, then the home is yours. It gets changed at the city or the county courthouse in the tax assessor's office. And then we actually convert the renter's policy to an actual homeowner's policy. Renter's policy covers the contents of the home. It does not actually cover damage to the home. That's what the actual homeowner's policy will cover. Um, Both a homeowner's and a renter's policy and a condo policy covers the contents of your car that are not covered by an auto policy. We'll go over that more when we get into auto coverage. Um, the next type is if you live in a condo. Well, living in a condo can be very technical because some people buy their condos, so they would actually have like a homeowner's type policy for their condo, but it's a special type of homeowners that's considered a condo policy. You can also rent condos. If you rent your condo, you'd have a renter's type of condo policy. Um, so this gives you little variations of your different types of homeowners. Sometimes some companies won't cover things like mobile homes or pre-manufactured homes like a Jim Walters type of home. Other companies will cover these. We tend to have companies that will, we have companies that won't. It all depends on which company will and which company won't and what type of home you've got. So that gives you the differences on homeowners. The next thing that we want to discuss is auto insurance. With auto insurance, there are many variations of this. You have auto insurance for vehicles like a car or an SUV or a pickup truck. You got commercial auto policies, which covers autos for that are owned by a company or that are leased by a company. You have auto policies that are special type of policies, like motorcycle that covers the different types of motorcycles. And I promise you, there are many different types of motorcycles, and motorcycle riders know each different type. We specialize in this. Um, There's RV insurance. There is ATV insurance for ATVs that go up and down the road. Um, so these give you some of the different types of auto policies out there. These are very big policies and very important. Auto policies are required by law for you to have to actually drive the vehicle up and down the road. Um, Homeowner policies are not required by law, but if you have a mortgage on a home, they want you to have a homeowner's policy. And having that homeowner's policy and having it go through escrow on the home can save you some money. The next thing we want to talk about is how an auto policy covers on the contents of your car. 99% of all auto policies will not pay for most contents of the car. Basically, what they do is they limit it to $500 for luggage and clothing. So, like if you got a computer or a special stereo in the car, or you upgrade the radio in the car, all that is not covered. So you can lose big. But that's where your renters or your condo or your homeowners comes in. It picks up and it covers those items if they get stolen, or if the car catches fire and they get burned, or whatever the case may be. That gives you a little hint on that. That's why it's always best to bundle your homeowners and your auto coverage, so that basically they know what you got, they know what they're covering, and they're prepared for it. Also, like if you live on the coast and you like to surf, your surfboard would not be covered under your auto policy. It would be covered by your homeowner's policy. Things like this. Boats are kind of an iffy thing. They're usually not covered by a homeowner's policy unless they're basically parked at the house and they get damaged on the property. If they're pooled down the road, they tend to be covered more by the auto policy. If they're damaged on the water, then it's more of an ATV type policy. So that gives you the differences for a boat. Sometimes boats are just covered under something like an ATV type boat insurance. Let's see here. Roadside assistance. Usually the roadside assistance that comes with your auto policy will have anywhere from a $75 deductible to a $150 deductible. And if you look at what it's going to cost to basically have a tow truck to come out to change a flat or to tow your car because it broke down, you're basically paying that deductible for them to do that. So at that point, it's pretty much useless. You're not going to be getting any benefit from it. So a standalone roadside assistance policy from like NMCFS, which we sell, or companies like that, can be very useful because they have no deductible. They will cover, depending on how you do it, if you use an in-network and have them send out the tow truck, then they'll cover the full cost. If you basically call your buddy that owns a tow trucking company to come and get you, then they will cover up to $100, and then you basically cover the rest. They also own a standalone policy that you're not getting with an actual auto insurance company, they tend to cover more. They tend to include bonds, different types of coverage and stuff. Like ours also has telehealth, has bonds included if the car is stolen that will be paid to the police department or anybody that basically brings the culprit to justice. Covers a lot of times livestock and stuff that's attached to the vehicle. Livestock, things like rodeo buckles and stuff like that that may be in the vehicle that get stolen. They generally come with an AD&D policy. They may come with an accident type policy, and ours is soon going to have telecounseling. So very important. If you want this coverage, give us a call at 662-292-6271. Another important thing to have and to deal with is to have, one, if you're a CDL driver, you want to have special insurance. You want to have CDL type of insurance covering your over-the-road truck. Provides better coverage, more coverage, and gives you better protection. Then you also, whether you're a CDL driver or you're a regular driver, you want to have prepaid legal. Also, if you're buying a home or selling a home, best to have prepaid legal so they can review the contracts before you sign them. If there's a homeowners association that's getting involved, you can have those documents reviewed before you sign them. Also, if you have a problem with the homeowners association or with a company that's involved with the home, then you can get your attorney to send a letter on your behalf or make phone calls on your behalf to help get the issue resolved. This is a great value for an individual or a family. It's $24.95. Also, let me tell you on the CDL side and on the auto side, you can get tickets taken care of to where it doesn't hurt you as bad, at least on the insurance side of it. We don't fix tickets, but we can at least get the points taken down if the ticket is one that basically you should not have gotten it for some reason. Then we can try to get it where you won't have to pay the ticket. But that's in the rare circumstances. So this gives you a lot of information. This video will be posted on our Facebook pages, maybe posted on our LinkedIn page. You can also check out our links at https://kensinsuranceagency.net or http://kensinsura39.wearelegalshield.com. You can also give us a call at 662-292-6271 to get more information. And we look forward to talking to you and to helping you with any and all of your insurance needs. Have a great night and take care.